Royals first this morning, and preparations are underway ahead of Camilla's 75th birthday on Sunday. Joining me is Royal Editor Russell Myers. Good morning, sir. Royal Photographer Arthur Edwards, who we absolutely adore, and our wonderful Mark Hayes. Yeah, I was trying to think of an adjective, but wonderful's.
Thank you, Candy.
Right. Starting with you, Russell. Tell us how the Duchess will be celebrating this weekend, please.
Well, morning, Carol. Well, she's going to be celebrating privately, I think. You know, she's not one for fuss, as Arthur will definitely tell you in a bit, I imagine. But, you know, she's going to be spending it just with friends, family. She's been incredibly busy this week. It seems as though it's been a week or two of celebrations. And it's been very much a business of getting out and working really hard. She was at Batty Dog's home yesterday. She was sort of campaigning to Brits to, you know, take in a beloved pet if you're that way inclined, and to try and help out the dogs and cats who have been sort of taken in during lockdown. She was also celebrating with the Oldie magazine, this sort of satirical magazine for the older generation, where she was making a really funny speech. There was 120 national treasures there, having a birthday celebration with her, like Joanna Lumley, Twiggy. And also, we've seen sort of a bit of a different side to Camilla. There's a great ITV documentary on Wednesday. If you haven't caught it yet, definitely check it out, because Camilla's country life sort of gave us an insight into what she's like behind the scenes. She's a great animal lover. She's a real supporter of the countryside. She's taken on really, really big projects over the last couple of years. And as she said herself at the oldie lunch, she's taken a leaf out of the late Duke of Edinburgh's book to say less and do more. And I think that sort of really embodies the spirit of what Camilla is all about. Yeah.
And she's been greeted so beautifully, Russell, as well. I just want to turn to you now. Lovely, lovely, Arthur. You have been photographing Camilla since 1980. Was that the first time?
Well, I did. Yeah, it was at Prince Charles was there doing amateur race riding, and he was in a race at Ludlow. And Camilla was there escorting Diana. She was sort of chaperoning Diana. And I remember coming across them both, and I said,
"Is that your photograph?"
Yeah, that's it. That's them watching him unsaddling in the unsaddling enclosure. And that's the only picture I have of the two of them together. And she was taking care of Diana, and I remember sort of saying, well, look, don't go down there, because there's a mass of photographers down that way. They did an about turn and went the other way. But, I mean, it was a great moment. I used to watch her compete with him in cross-country events, Prince of Wales. And, you know, she was a great horsewoman. And then, obviously, over the years, the stories started to come out about their feeling for each other. And so, and when she made her first appearance, I was at a reception for the Archers at Clarence House.
The Radio 4 show.
The Radio 4 show, which she's a huge fan of. I didn't know that at the time.
It's a country thing, I suppose.
That's right. And halfway through the reception, she popped in and started talking to a couple of the actors, and I took some pictures of them. And she was very nervous, and but for almost immediately I liked her from then on, you know, I really did. And then she went to the Sandringham Flower Show, where she was extremely nervous, but the crowd was so royal. So much royal love.
Was that just after they got married?
Just after they got engaged, yeah. And after they got married, and of course, you know, when she got married, I mean, that picture of her when she walked out of the church, and that beautiful Philip Tracy hat, well, you know, everybody just went, wow, you know, and you know, I must say this, Carol, from that time when she was considered the third person in the marriage and all that, and I mean, she's worked it tirelessly. And she's become a really popular now, you know. I mean, now, I mean, you know, Prince Charles has to wait for her now because the crowds want to engage with her. You know, she's such an amazing person.
I've seen you in interviews, and you've described her as a breath of fresh air.
Oh, yeah, when she came along, I mean, she changed the Prince. I remember once we were in Mullock Moor in Ireland where
Look at that, though, Arthur. Just look at the way they're looking at
picture,
each other.
This was in Malta. This was just before a reception with the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh. And they asked me to take some pictures from them. And I did that picture. And but, you know, they're just such a loved-up couple. But I want to tell you this story about how she's helped him. We're in Mullock Moor where the
Duke of Edinburgh?
No, not Duke of Edinburgh. Oh, sorry. Uncle Dickie, Little Mountbatten, he was blown up by the IRA. And coming to the scene where it was going to look at the harbour, I was doing the pool photography. Yeah. And I desperately wanted to get this picture of him looking at the scene. And as we got there, I asked him, and he was very reluctant. I remember Camilla saying, "Come on, darling, let's do it." And he did it, you know. And the next day, that picture published in every newspaper in the country, in Ireland as well. And he understood why I did it, you know. But she took that moment for her to say, "Come on, darling, let's do it." And that's how it's been, you know. They are a real team, and it's a joy. I'm working with them next week, and I'm looking forward to it. You know, they're just. She's just such a normal person. She never lost the common touch, which is amazing, which is why she's been so successful.
Well, I want to talk to Mark about the fashion, because that's changed somewhat.
He's too interesting. I could listen to you all day. It's like, it's amazing. But no, I mean, from a fashion point of view, it's like when you look back, like right at the beginning, I mean, I don't think anybody could have imagined her to be queen or queen consort kind of thing. And but as you say, she's got that normality about her. She's got that normal touch to her where it's just, oh, just pop on, it's fine. Yeah. We saw her in the 90s as well, and it was a similar kind of situation where it just... She was described as, it was some style guru called Mr. Blackwell, described her as a dilapidated Yorkshire pudding with her style. How mean and how rude is that? Terrible things to say. And that was what was kind of happening at the time. We saw them step out for the first time back in 1999 at the Ritz. Yeah. And there was a change. Were you there?
Oh,
I heard it was like
he's been everywhere.
Of course he has,
I tell you, the flashlights were so much that the TV couldn't run the pictures.
Is that right?
Go on, Mark. To the more recent stuff.
Well,
then.
I mean, my favourite, as you've gone to mention, was at the wedding.
Yeah.
This is, I think, this
Look at
when
that.
you saw that, I was like, this is just magical.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
So this was her and Anna Valentine with a Philip Tracy hat. As you said, it was that hat. I'll never forget seeing that hat. That was a Sal moment. And she stuck with them. So, you know, going to Harry's and Prince William's wedding.
It's wonderful. So in fashion terms... Has she turned everyone around and everyone's a fan now?
Without question. Without question. I think, yeah, she's
a star.
And Russell, do you think that she's turned everybody around?
Yeah, I think so. I think you look at the sort of PR campaign that's been behind her has been a big machine. However, as Arthur rightly said, she's never lost the common touch. She's been a great companion for Charles. I think that the public can see quite evidently that they're really happy together. And she's got her head down. You know, look at the big projects she's done on literacy, on women's domestic violence. And these are real big causes that the public really appreciate. And I think she does it with a smile on her face and a twinkle in her eye. And she has a lot of fun. And that's really great as well.
Thank you, Russell. Final word to you, Arthur, because you know it. Is she going to be an amazing queen consort?
Absolutely, and quite rightly, the Queen saying that she wanted that. Her wish was that Camilla become our next queen, and you know, I mean, she's really perfect for the job. She's totally in control of what she does. She carry on with her patronages, you know, and when it's about the literacy thing, I mean, she goes to prisons and talks to prisoners and helps them with their reading. And she's an amazing woman. And she just does it with no fuss. And she's always got a smile on her face. And she's never, ever grumpy.
Wonderful. So what's we all going to say? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday,
Right,
Mark.
thank you so much. Thanks, Mark. We'll see you later. Thank you, Arthur.
You're welcome.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.